We're here. We are here and we are family. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go here. There we are. Hi. Howdy doody. Howdy doody. Howdy Rudy. Howdy Rody. What? I don't know. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're doing daily live. Just what's up? How's it going? We're gonna be doing air signs today too. Later on, we will be doing. So I tried uploading the Venus in retrograde readings. They just don't want to load. They're not happy with me. So we're just gonna do it live later. Right now, we're gonna do air signs. But I want to talk a little bit about the really interesting thing about Venus that's happening right now. So as I was getting prepped for this, because once again, we have to throw expectations out the window. I was tuning into the energies of Venus and I was like, Venus, let's chat, right? Let's have a little talk, Venus. What's going on here with Venus retrograde? And I was really much so kind of paying attention to what was going on. And right when I came live, it was like, no, just do the air signs. You'll do Venus retrograde later. I said, okay, that's fine. We'll do Venus retrograde later. But right now, the energies of Venus right now, the energies of Venus, the energies of the Phoenix, rise up, very protective right now. There's like this mother cloak that's like kind of wrapping us around and really looking at where the wounds of Chiron in our lives can still be plucked, right? So if you think of Chiron as a string, right? The wounds, right? And associating with the fact that we are wounded, it gives an ample opportunity for people to play our song. So then it's like, what is our song? And do I still associate with being wounded? And like, there was this kind of like philosophical inquiry that was occurring in my own life, which is at what point is the soul's journey complete and we're no longer wounded? And at what point does Chiron then evolve where we're no longer associated as the wounded healer? And so like, it was really fascinating because I was noticing Mars was coming in and was very much so plucking on Chiron to state all these things. And it's like this King of Swords style of an energy that's coming in and basically creating shifts or change. Now, shifts and change is beautiful. We are in a state of evolution here on planet Earth. So change is inevitable, and change is the only constant in our lives and in our realities. But there's this energy of being perfect just as you are that Venus is presenting to us right now. And so like, I invite you, while you're going through this phase to just kind of like sit with Venus and see how Venus is speaking to you right now. It was really cool. There was this like very much so, Venus we could see associated with relationships, associated with romantic partnerships, so on and so forth. But it was very much so building the relationship with self and how to like essentially build a healthy container for you to house the soul. So if we look at the form as the container for the soul, right? Whole body and soul, whole soul and body, however you want to view it. It very much so is, what is that healthy container that holds the soul light, that holds your light body, right? And how can we begin to transcend the limitations of the mind to house the soul? But also, what is that comfortable place for the soul to sit, right? And so a lot of that is that, yes, there is change, there is shifts, but there is this really much so this energy of like divine perfection and no need to change, right? Like there's this mothering energy, that this quality that's just like, you're perfect just as you are. And being able to see that, because I feel like that energy itself is going to do a lot to shift and transform our viewpoint on ourselves and others, especially in regards to things like programming, right? So even myself, I'm like, I associate with this on different levels, right? So one level I could say the journey of healing, where we could see it as a wound, right? We see it as a cut, as a scrape. The energy of programming to me is a little bit more computer. It's a little bit more like, this is some file that I downloaded, right? And it's like, it ties into the simulation theory, a little bit more of the quantum technique, a little bit more quantum theory, right? We have different ways of viewing like ourselves. We could call it programming, we could call it wounding, we could call it trauma. It's whatever pattern we want it to exist in, a belief system, BS, right? Belief system. At the end of the day, it really is about, for ourselves, repair. It's about repair. It's about repairing the past. And there's this energy of like, divine perfection right now, where it's like there's nothing to repair. It's just being you, right? And like the celebration of your life, the celebration of you, which means that if you're quirky, if you're scared, if you're compliant, if you're non-compliant, right? If you're resisting, if you're shifting, like you're just beautiful just as you are. And there's no need to have to shift or change, right? So there's this energy that's been in the field, right? And I'm aware of like my own journey, right? I'm aware of my own soul's evolution. I'm aware of my own journey and what shows up. But there is this like aspect of a King of Swords energy that's like just outside the field, trying to see if we're going to change, or if we're going to listen, or if we're going to abide, right? If we're going to abide. Now, a part of that abide is subscribing to the fact that you need to change because you're broken, right? And that's feeding off the wounding. And so we will see this with like spiritual narcissism. We'll see this with communities, right? Something's wrong with you. You need to come in here and get help. It's the energy of, it's like the healer playing on the wounded healer, right? And so this comes back to the energy of Chiron. At what level and what degree do us as a community consciously say that we're done with associating as being a wounded healer or being a wounded warrior or whatever, and we stop playing with Chiron and we just allow Chiron to evolve? And then what is the evolutionary stance of Chiron? Right. And those are questions that I'm putting into the field, and I'm sounding out in my own life because I haven't done the research. It's just kind of that deep inner knowing that always associating as a wounded XYZ is still propagating that pathway. And if you know of the healing loop, right? The healing loop is at what point do we say we're healed, and then we jump off the timeline and we begin to recognize that we're just perfect as we are. Now, of course, there's always transmutation cycles, right? So there's always us having to like transmute energies or transfigure energies or to dissolve collective wounds, right? But like, at what level are we complete, whole, and healed? And when does our association with Chiron shift? Where we're no longer abandoned, isolated, lonely on the mountain, fringe dweller, fray dweller. Where at what point are we integrated and we can go shift and go be with society perfect as we are? That's what Venus is holding right now. And like, that's the energy Venus is providing for me, is like, you don't have to associate with this, because as long as you are still associated as wounded with Chiron, right, it gives energy for it. It's almost like it creates it's a little bait, right? So like your wounds can be bait for these energetics to show you what you need to let go of, what you need to shift, like what you need to transfigure, what you need to dissolve in your own life. But where are you still associated as that, right? At what level are we complete, whole, and perfect just as we are? And at what level do we take that time to recognize that there's still wounding and there's still layers that need to dissolve? It's going to be very individualized. So at some level, I know that there's going to be a collective agreement where we know that like as a collective, we're done with the old version of Chiron and will allow Chiron to upgrade. Well, Chiron's already upgraded, right? The whole planetary system has upgraded. So then what is our viewpoint, especially in regards to astrology, right? At what point are we evolving and we're transcending the limitations of the planets and allowing the planetary system to evolve? Because if we're in a planetary ascension, right, it's not just Gaia that is ascending, it's the entire universe that's ascending. At what time frame do we start to allow all these placements to ascend to? And what is their new archetypal function? What is their new role, right? And that's the question point. And I'm sure there's people out here who have talked about this. I'm sure that there's, you know, evolutionary astrology and things like that that can go into this, right? But for myself, that's the question point that Venus is bringing up. And it's like, it's that X marks the spot, right? That we're in a place of recognizing that we're healed, whole, and perfect just as we are. And that's the energy of the divine union. That union is that you are the sacred soul just as you are. And as a part of being that sacred soul is we no longer have to associate with certain beliefs, certain player roles, right, that we've been through, right? Certain energies of how we've been contributing to society, right? So like, I don't have to contribute from a place of wounding. I can contribute from a place of wholeness. I can be accepted from a place of wholeness, and I can share as a place of wholeness. So it's like that new perspective approach. And that's what the Venusian energy is bringing up right now for myself, is it's really this deep self-love of knowing like I'm perfect and whole just as I am, that I am unified, that I am one. And as a result, that extends out through the unified field. And if I'm in this interconnectedness with the universe and with my reality, how do I show up now that I'm no longer wounded, right? And that's what's kind of like the energies that I wanted to talk about. And we will go in later into Venus retrograde in Capricorn and what's going on, because it is coming up on December 19th. We'll do a whole Chiron series too, just for laughs and for fun. But right now we're going to go into air signs live. So welcome if you are here. I cannot see the chat. I'm going to switch over really quickly and see the chat to see who's in here, just to say hello, say hello, say hello. Hi, Mama D. Hello, howdy doody doo. Venus in Leo, 11th house. Beautiful. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, Destiny, you're right. Chiron is a catalyst. It is a catalyst. And it's not a blame or scapegoat. No, not at all. It's a part of creation, but we can shift it now. And that's the energy right now for myself is like, how do I shift out of this? Hello, Gobstopper. Your Venus is in Aquarius and so is your, yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay, cool. So we're going to go into air signs. I love you too, D. I love you. We've been chatting today over the intercom. Hello. Hello, people. It's time for us to wake up and have some fun. Okay, cool. So we're going to go into air signs. You are perfect just as you are, beautiful ones. You are perfect just as you are. Okay, so air signs. Which air sign are we starting with? D. I'm here at Aquarius. Aquarius, start with Aquarius. Let's see. No. No. 5 sign. No. Ah. Of course. Okay, Crow. Aquarius it is. Yo, Crow is loud right now. The Ravens have been on par. Okay, so let me fix my bum. So I just heard, come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. So Aquarius, you're in some happy energy. As always, thank you guys for your likes, shares, subscribes, donations, always appreciated. To support Tori's Food Fund, after this, you can go in the description box and go click the PayPal link and donate. I also accept Cash App, Venmo. Yeah, that's Tori's Food Fund. That's how we eat around here. And I thank you and I appreciate you for offering your donations to the channel and for supporting the collective and for supporting the work. Okay, so we're going to go into this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Okay. So air signs, we're going to start out with Aqua. So it will be a little, like a few seconds off, but we'll do 13-13 for Aqua. 13-13 for Aquarius. You know, the Lover's card is just shining right in my eyes right now, Aquarius. Soul family, union. Just like a deer in headlights. Oh crap. Yeah, talk about deer in headlights. Ooh, Aquarius. A lot of love though. It's a good love. It's good energy, but it's a little bit like, oh, he knows. Yeah. Aquarius, are you carrying a lot of burdens in your back right now? It feels like you're carrying a lot of weight, maybe a lot of collective weight. Maybe you're about to go backpacking. Yeah, see, right when I called it out, everything just kind of shifted. There was just a lot of energy on the back, a lot of like tendrils. It's like there's things clawing at you. There might be opportunities that have been clawing at you, other people's energies. Too much noise, too much distortion in the field. Look at you, Aquarius, showing up for your own reading, Queen of Swords. Okay, so ooh, okay. All right. Aquarius. Part of the reading. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Okay. So there is an energy of harnessing a return of energy right now. This really is about the energy of embodying and holding as much light as you can, Aquarius. So I feel like your focus is on holding and retaining light. There's something about harmonizing with the frequencies that you are receiving. There's something that's been cracked open. So sometimes, you know, this energy can be getting in the way. What's getting in the way is your peace, your relaxation is kind of getting in the way from this harmonization point. But I'm not getting that right now. I feel like there's some sort of like there's a grand opening, like there's a tomb or an aspect of you, a version of you that opened up that's receiving energies. And right now it's just really about the embodiment of your light and how you're embodying your light and how you're stabilizing your light carrying forward. Okay. Very much so focus on your light. Energetic foundation. Here we go. Earth goddess here. Earth goddess, connection to Mother Earth. So you could be spending a lot of time out in nature right now, connecting. It is right now about the return of energies. This is very much so an energy of being with the Queen of Wands. Messages from other dimensional versions. The moon. There is this balance of your domesticity and your wildness coming through. So there's a very much so an unleashing energy. So especially paired with this Queen of Wands, this might be a time to go howl at the moon. This might be a time to go like run in the forest, to go, you know, swim in a lake. There's this very much so this energy of freedom associated with the Earth goddess. Okay. With the Earth goddess. Some of you working with moon magic, working with earth magic, very much so a focus right now. Okay. In the past, you're in a place of you're coming from a place of unity and celebration. So there is this kind of party tonality, a connection point of soul tribe, soul family members, celebrating the harvest, celebrating yourselves, celebrating your future, celebrating your now moment. Three cups here, trinitization, right? So this could be grid work. This could be that you are triangulated with others in the grids and doing this work, especially with all this earth goddess energy. It's a part of what you're doing. In the future, soul retrieval. So there's definitely you're taking part in something in regards to a connection to Mother Earth where you are getting soul pieces back for others, or you are getting a return of soul pieces. Either way, there is some sort of spiritual abundance that is returning to you, and it feels like it goes both ways, especially when it comes to the energies of balance. It looks like you're giving some spiritual abundance, and there's also a return of spiritual abundance. So this could be light codes. This could be energetic signatures. This could be a return of soul aspects. Either way, there is this energy of being very charitable with your light. Aquarius, it makes sense, especially with Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords here. All of this like return of energy is you're going to need to keep your energy within and retain your light for what is about to take place for you. Helicopter's already started. Yeah. And there's that King of Swords energy. This happens a lot. So do not worry about interference, Aquarius, with this, because we're already talking about this, and now here come the Blackhawks. And when the Blackhawks show up, you know. But that's a part of the revelation frequency too. And I feel like I want to state this right now, Aquarius, is recognizing that where your unconscious aspects are still creating themes in your reality that are affecting you and affecting the lives of others. So there is some theme here in like interference, right? You might be fearing interference. That's why you're holding so much light. There's a lot of support in the energetics here and what's going on, especially crowning the reading with the sun. I feel like if you're coming at this with the intention of divine play and divine inheritance, and not like I don't want to go there, but if you're coming at this from the place of la-di-da-di, we likes to party, we don't cause trouble, we don't harm nobody, Three Cups energy, that unified sense of belonging to you, I feel like this is going to shift out quickly. So another thing too, in regards to the moon, is it's not only the realms of the psyche and the lunar goddess, especially with the Queen of Wands here, but the moon also too is going to speak of unconsciousness. And so I feel like what's going to be highlighted for you over the next few days, remember time's fluid, so time doesn't exist. Whenever that you receive this message, it's for you, is there's going to be a highlighted focus on people, unconscious people in your reality, and also where you still hold unconsciousness, especially with all this light that you're holding, especially all the return of this energetics coming in, all this tomb work, necromancy work, this harmonization of your light, the period of rest, and all this soul work. I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot more of where you're still holding unconsciousness, especially in regards to domestic partnerships or in the realms of freedom. And I feel like this eclipse passageway has revealed a lot for you, especially with the sun. This is a point of illumination for you. So overall, this is a point of illumination. So things will be highlighted to you in your reality. Maybe some things that you need to give back, ways that you can be more charitable, ways that you can possibly donate to planet Earth, donate to others, plant seeds. This could be actually physical, especially when it's spiritual abundance. This might be planting a garden, whether this is an energetic garden, especially with Queen of Wands, the moon, whether this is an energetic garden or it's actually planting seeds. Either way, this is very much so got kind of a Johnny Appleseed, a little bit of feel. So I feel like you're dropping your seeds where you go, because it's important for some sort of growth that's occurring in your life. Okay, Aquarius, body, mind, soul. Let's look at the body. Body, ooh, showing the way. Star, body, mind, ooh, real, oh, ooh. Aquarius got me here. Okay. Body level, the star, showing the way. This is being the guide in form, being the way shower, right? So you in the body, in the realm of the body, you're being the way shower. Foot in both worlds, keeping it reciprocal, recognizing that your connection to divinity and how that is shared and expressed not only through the form but to Gaia is important. Very much so a card of the grid worker, Yeshua walking on water. You are the divine. You might actually be levitating. And I know people who've done this. I feel like you're very much so in the embodiment phase of just being the way shower, which is beautiful because you are that shining, brilliant light. Mind level, strength. Maybe you have a Leo on the mind, or you are currently in this level of taming your beasts in regards to the mind. Very strong in the mind in a good way. This has got an interesting form of resilience to it, but I feel like what it is you're allowing yourself to be untamed, especially Aquarius, right? Air sign, that's all thought. And so I feel like you're kind of letting the mind go, but in a good way, not in a way where it's like rabbit holey and it's stinky, right? But it's like you're knowing how to tame your belief systems, when to let them, and like it's got this energy of loving the wild nature of your mind, which is good. Soul level, 10 of Cups. Man, you're there. You're at soul level wish fulfillment. As far as embodiment is concerned, what's going on with your inner dwelling, looking beautiful, Aquarius. You're showing the way, you're looking strong, and you are at that rainbow bridge DNA. So you might be working with rainbow light. You might be at that place of a union within of all versions of you, and you've reached that completion phase. And now it's time to see where the reality aligns to that, especially at a soul level, right? So you might be doing bridge work. You might be working At a soul level, you might be doing rainbow bridge work, might be anchoring the rainbow bridge, especially with the star card here and all this earth goddess energy and earth energy. You might be doing bridge or portal work. Either way, looking really good, Aquarius. So Aquarius, I like this for you. Let's go ahead and let's see if there's any messages that want to come through from, yeah, we're going to do angel guides. Where's my angel guide deck though? I don't know where it went. It disappeared. Oh, it's tucked away. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Don't you cry no more. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what messages want to come through from the angels for you. From the angels. Freedom inbound. Wait a minute. Freedom inbound. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Messages from the angels. For Aquarius. What messages of communication wants to come forward for Aquarius from the angels, from the angelics? Courage and bravery. Really beautiful card. Courage and bravery. Look at that warrior goddess just shining bright. Okay. Courage and bravery. I can talk. Courage and bravery. Okay. Your message, Aquarius. You have the heart of a warrior. You want to do what's right, but it isn't always easy. Angels are surrounding you in a light of courage at this time and guiding you to do what you know deep down in your heart is right. Being brave isn't about being emotionless. The angels are reminding you that it's okay to feel, and your vulnerability will allow you to tap into an even greater inner strength. Back to the strength card. Angels are always willing to help you feel safe, guided, and guarded. So call in as much help as you need. This is a time to take ownership of your energy in any situations that could be making you feel less than good. And through your courage, you will begin to attract experiences of being respected. Okay. Extended message. Your angels are here to remind you that your soul cannot be tarnished or harmed. It's the one part of your essence that always remains whole, healed, and complete. So if you're feeling the need to defend yourself at this time, angel wisdom is guiding you to back down. You don't need to protect yourself, especially when you have spiritual support. Call in the light of God, heaven, and the angels to protect you. If you feel that you've made a mistake or have something that you need to share, be brave and take ownership of it. Trust that living with integrity will always lead to the greatest possible unfolding of your life, and know that the best gift that you can give the world at this time is your truth. So really beautiful. Whew, man. Woo, woo, woo. Beautiful, Aquarius. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Looking good. So aqua, aqua, aqua. That is all for you. So we're just gonna. Thank you, Aquarius, for that one. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go ahead and tune. Thank you. Good morning. Maggie! Good morning, David. Dave is here. Dave's here, man. Cool, cool, cool. Ooh. Hi, Maggie. So good to see you, Maggie. Hi, Peter. Hello, David. Hello, Twitty. Twitty. Mama D. Peter, Twitty, Maggie, Amber. Unity is beauty. Grid keeper on duty. Yep, that's right. Hello, Jan. Okay. Oh, thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Maggie. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. Oh, Mama D, thank you. Yes, I will see you soon. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. Yay. Corey can get some food. Okay, very quick. I need to do a quick restroom break. I will be back in just a few moments, and then we'll get going on to, I believe Libra is going to be next. Let me see. Yeah, Libra's next. Okay, we're going to do Libra. I'll be right back. Back. I'm back. Sometimes the messages I get are really silly. Like, I was just using the restroom and I heard guilty by association. And I was like, how ridiculous is guilty by association? Like, essentially, just because you are like a part of something, like, even if you're aware of it or not, it's like, I was just like, I don't know. It was just like guilty by association. I was like, how ridiculous is guilty by association? I don't know. Anyway, thoughts, things, clear, cancel, delete, right? Okay. Let's check the chat. Oh, thank you, Tweety. Dave's here, man. Hi, Dave. Dave's here, man. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, D. Thank you, Tweety. Appreciate it. Thank you. So also too, really quickly, I can't believe I'm doing this. So Angelic Choir, a dear sister, was like, Corey, you need to make an Amazon wish list. I actually completely wrote off Amazon out of my life. Well, last night it came through and it was like, well, okay, we're going to make another. So I made another Amazon wish list. So if you want to support the channel, it's basically all cards that are on the list. If you want to support it all, I will put the link in the description box. It's something, it's not ideal, but it made sense for what's going on. And it's an invitation point for people to support, and the cool thing is that when you support the channel, like by doing things like this, you're supporting my well-being. And I'm really excited about that. And by the way, very excited, Rebecca Campbell is coming out with the Rose Oracle deck, and it comes out March 1st. I'm really excited for that. So if you've ever seen Rebecca Campbell's work, she does great cards, but there's a Rose Oracle deck. And I state that because Mama D, you should check it out if you haven't already seen it. It looks like it's gonna be a beautiful deck. So lots of cool stuff coming out. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me might just do this later. Hawaii just showed up. When 808 shows up, we either got a lot of bass kicking in the trunk or Hawaii. There's something with Hawaii going on. So Hawaii just showed up. Okay. All right. There we go. Wait. Okay. So it's shed. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into. There we go. There we go. So if you want to support, there's a list of different cards and stuff. So, and I'll put that in the description box. Okay. We're going to go back to Libra. So weird to it. I just felt, it just that whole thing felt sticky. I'm sorry. I cannot wait for the day when we just like show up and do our thing and we're supported. We're always supported, right? But like there's just this whole like marketing thing. Just sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm perfect just as I am. Thank you, Venus, for sharing that with me. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go into Libra now. Libra Baci. Libra, what time do we have for Libra? We'll do 36:11 for Libra. It might not sync up fully to YouTube because basically like I have to hit live and then it's just I sync up to my alarm clock and anyway, don't worry about me. Okay, Libra. Dang, Libra. You might be going through a judgment review because right when I said Libra and I started to click the cards, I heard all parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated. Folks, please have a seat. Right, like, so you might be going under some sort of judicial review, Libra. A life review, clearing judgment. So a judgment card, awakening. There's a trial by fire, kind of in essence. So this might be a collective thing. Some cosmic crap, mirroring cosmic architecture. Oi. Oi! So Libra. So Libra, let's go ahead and see what's going on with you. But yeah, there is Oi! It's cool because normally when I tap into the Libra collective, there's like a certain collective of Libras that I tap into, and I'm tapping into a Libra collective I haven't tapped into a while, and it's like kind of getting me emotional because it's family. It's family that I no longer speak with. So love my family out in Scotland. Let's just say that. Love my family out in Scotland. Okay, Libra, what's coming through for you? Oh, look at that. Carrying your own weight. You can go your own way right there. Justice. Libra. London Bridge is falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Woo! Libra. Looking good. Looking good, Libra. Looking very, 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 very good. Okay. So at the heart of the reading, Chariot, crossing the reading, Knight of Cups. So yes, this is about light movement. But I really actually feel like, to not go into the esoteric meaning, I feel like this is the energy of moving. But it seems like right now there's an energy of moving, but there's some sort of offer getting in the way, or you wanting to offer something to someone else, Libra. It's got this energy of how you're walking forward in your journey, extending your love, extending your gratitude, and extending your grace through the field into one another. Right? Like, I'm really not quite sure on how to go about it. Either way, you're in the energy of motion. You're in the energy of motion, balanced, right? So the shadow work is complete. You're balanced, night and light. You got the Merkaba here, light body on. Your chariot of fire is on, right? So the chariot of fire is on. It's just about how does it show up through the form? It's got this energy kind of like, yeah, you want to offer your cup. Maybe this is your cup to someone else, right? So this might be a romantic relationship, just not knowing where to go. There might be a lot of choices, or not sure how to go about it. This could also just be the extension of love through the field. There is this energy of honoring too. So the one thing I really like about the Knight of Cups energy is the way that the horse bows. It's just got this energy of like really deep emotional honor. And so it's very much so like, okay, as I'm navigating through my journey, how do I honor myself and honor others? How do I honor and respect the master within all? What is my offering to this world? How do I show up in that light? How do I show up balanced? It's a good question point. Good question point. Okay. Either way, looking really good. Libra, energetic foundations. You're looking at the energetic foundations. So at your foundation level, you're looking at a strong foundation. 1111, Four of Wands, celebration, right? So very much so on the journey home. So for some of you, this might be the pathway to home. Whatever home means to you within the form, within one another, soul groups, soul family, land, partnerships, the energy of union. For some of you, this might be the twin flame journey. And they're at the energetic foundation level. You're at the energetic foundations, and you're at the ending, right? So in the past, Wheel of Fortune, things shifting in your favor, getting the wheel moving, new openings, new beginnings, portals. So this might be some portal work. And as a result, your vortex opened, and in the future, you're looking at the energy of the journey, right? With your truths. This is a migration pattern, right? So whether this is energetic collective, so we might be looking at the Libra collective is getting unplugged. Either way, Libra, you're looking like you're traveling. Messages from other dimensional versions of yourselves. Allow yourself to be wild and free. Love your beasts, love your burdens, love your worries, right? The embodiment of strength. Libra, for some of you, this might be embodying the Lyran within you, or the Leo, the lion. So we could see this as animal medicine, lion medicine. We could see this as Lyran, Lyra, Vega, right? Syrian tiger, Syrian lion. Either way, it's about knowing the untamed and wild versions of you and loving them, right? It is this very healthy balance of masculine and feminine. And there are no beasts when you love them. Everything is just light. And I feel like it's a part of that. Libra is seeing yourself as light, right? So looking at your daemons, right? Lesser known deities, the wild beast parts of you as just beautiful as they are, right? The infinite version of you. 8-2, focus on abundance. I feel like it's about connecting to your eternal infinite self, versus connecting to the limited human self, right? And how that's expressed through the form. All versions, shades of you. There's also too about this energy of the wild unknown, okay, which is a deck, the wild unknown. I feel like it's really about embodying the wild unknown, because that's where your safe place is on your journey. I feel like, and I just kind of channeling this, Libra, is that your safe place isn't normally what it used to be, because it used to be a comfort zone. And I feel like it's time for you to find a new comfort zone in the unknown, because that's how your walk forward is. Whatever it is, you're on a journey. You've reached some sort of completion, Wheel of Fortune. This to me is Dharma, right? So you completed some sort of cycle. Things came into balance. Dharma is moving in your favor. Also, too, is the Wheel of Fortune is indicative, right, of the activation point into the unknown, or what we'd say the judicial review, right? And why is that? Because we've got Anubis here, right? We've got the gatekeepers holding the keys to the gate. This is where your heart gets weighed with a feather, to see if your heart is light enough for the journey forward. Either way, you're in energetic motion, you're in energetic movement. It just really is about how you're showing up and what you're offering to the world. And for some of you, this might be wanting to go offer love to someone, but not sure how to go about it. Like you want to move, but you don't know how to do this. You might be questioning yourself. Either way, allow yourself to be wild and free. I feel like Libra, if you're focusing on the energy of freedom and just being wild and free, I feel like it's going to get a lot easier. Try not to get, Libra, air, mind, try not to get caught up in the mind so much, but focus on the energy of freedom and the energy of playing with your beasts. Because either way, you're walking forward, carrying your truths. You're on your journey. You're on your journey. So whether this is energetic motion or it's a physical motion, you are in movement right now. But you're in movement in a very solid 11-11 Four of Wands energy, and you're looking good. Okay, you're looking good, Libra. So yeah, crowning the reading. Lots going on in dream time. Okay, lots going on in dream time. So this is also too about I don't want to go into the traditional theme of this. This to me is about awareness of what level of consciousness you're holding. So things that you're viewing in regards to perspective. Are you at that third dimensional level? Are you at that fourth dimension? Where are you resting? 3D, 4D, 5D, 60, 70, 80, 90. Where is your level of consciousness? Okay, it's about perspective. I feel like you can stretch a little higher. So it's really about getting your central channel in alignment and then tuning that source signal through the heart, through your central column up as high as you can go and reach a little bit higher for the perspective. Because I feel like this journey for yourself is going to be easier when you're not playing in the limitations of the old mind. It's almost like got this energy of higher mind consciousness. And I feel like these offerings and the things that you want to do and shift and move through, you're going to be an unstoppable force, Libra, if you're not playing in those third dimensional mindsets. Okay. So this is the energy of stretching your consciousness a little bit and expanding. Also to this, sometimes this energetic movement is actually occurring in dream state. So you might wake up feeling like you've been traveling, like you've been moving with all this energetic motion, the Chariot card, right? Merkaba, spinning, light ship, light vehicle, Six of Swords, energetic motion, movement. You could be getting unplugged during dream time. You're getting unplugged. And that's a part of the purification cycle and the rinse through that you're going through. Okay. So let's look at mind or body, mind, soul, body, mind, soul. Body, mind, soul, body. Ooh, got a new download coming in the body. New download coming in the body. There's also might be a new beginning for you. So especially with the travel card, this might be an actual move or an offering of some sort of new beginning. This could be a relationship, a new home, anything foundation wise. You might be offering yourself new foods. Eden energy here, Garden of Eden energy. So definitely, once again, back to that garden kind of energy. I'm hearing Garden State. Some of you Libras might want to move to New York, or you might want to watch the movie Garden State. I don't know why, but I just heard Garden State. So, okay, Libra, mind level, choice point. Which direction do I go? Libra, you got the whole world in your hands and you're just kind of questioning which timeline do you choose? It's paired with the Ace of Cups. I want to say choose the soul. Choose what's soul aligned for you, Libra, and you won't go wrong. So rather than picking from the mind, pick from the energy of the soul and the soul essence. Where does your soul essence want to go? Where does your soul essence want to go? Where do you want to journey to? What's in alignment with the soul? What gifts does the universe want to give you? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, you've got new beginnings here, spilling on the board. Like Ace of Cups is literally spilling divine energy. Got new beginnings here. So let's look at the energy of the soul for Libra. Soul. Ah, yes, the moon, the revelation. The revelation. For some of you, this might be lunar energies. You might be a little bit in your shadow. Once again, very much so the energy of the balance point of the domesticated version of you and the wild version of you. I'm hearing the song Where the Wild Things Are, which is a song. Where the Wild Things Are. Who does that song? It's a dance song. It sounds like it's got Lady Gaga in the background. I'm not sure entirely who sings it, but it's an EDM song. Oh, Zed's Dead in Millennium. So you might want to listen to the energy Where the Wild Things Are, because there's something about wild freedom, this balance point of the domesticated version of you and the wild version of you that wants to come alive. So this might be howling at the moon. It might be growling growling in the forest, bouncing like a bunny. There's something very animalistic that's coming through for your Libra. And I feel like embodying that animal medicine or the animal totem is really going to help for you to embody this freedom. Because whatever journey you want to go on, this is not a human journey. So it is like the physical body's there. The physical vessel is a part of this journey, but this journey feels like there's an embodiment of you in your wild, free nature. So whatever like primality that is, and I'm not thinking like human primality, right? So we're not going into like archaic conditioning, right? We're not going into the archaic conditioning, but we're going into like your animality. So for some of you, it might be stepping into your shamanism, right? Like what animal totem do you want to step into as your embodying this journey, especially with the strength card? It might be lion. You might be having a lion guide that's coming through and speaking to you. Either way, connect to the animals. Energy of the horse here too. Dogs. So with dogs, horses, lions, this could be wolves because we have dog and wolves. You've got a lot of animal medicine that is supporting you on this journey, and I feel like it's time for you to tune into your animal medicine. Okay, I don't have an animal deck yet. Animal decks are on the way, but animal medicine at the forefront for you here. Okay, Libra, very cool. So let's go ahead and go to angel guides. What happened? What happened? Really, Libra? No catfishing, Libra. Ridiculous. I'm gonna call me a crocodile. Geese just squawked really loud. So let's see what wants to come through for Libra from the angels. Libra, Libes, Leaves. Justin Lieber, Lieberman, Lieber. Libra. This is the dawning of the age of Libra. Yeah. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work. Libra. Libra. If you're wondering whether to move forward or not, this card is a message from your angels to continue on. You might feel that your current situation requires more time and energy than you are able to give, and there's a good chance that you are feeling disheartened or even drained. It's important to know that everything involved in this situation is pivotal to your growth, expansion, and spiritual connection. This card invites you to switch on the light you have within. It's time to be a star, to rise up, to get behind the wheel and drive the journey of your life. Yes, energy is going to be needed to hustle and push, but every single effort you make will pay off. Right now, you are sending out a signal, and that will create a wave that can lay the foundation for the rest of your life. Okay? Perfect, Libra. I'm going to leave it there. No need to explain any further, Libra. Got to get going. You're getting the green light, Libra. You're getting the green light. So thank you, Libra. Siamo kana serrano su kuruk. Ese tío. Oh man, Twitty. Hi, Angel. Group hug to you. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. And elves and fairies. And Scottsdale, Arizona. What's going on with Scottsdale, Arizona? I hear there's a lot of homeless. Hi, Lori. Vibrate your own web. I like that. Twitty, I like that. Vibrate your own web. Very much so. Lunchtime with Corey. Yeah, it's still breakfast here. And I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Had water. Had water. Water. Libra. Who's the last air sign? Gemini. I think we're on Gemini. Gemini and air sign. I don't know why I just drew a blank. What? Why did it pause? Chat disconnected. Oh, there we go. Pause. Safari, you can't find the server. My internet's working. Really now? Really? Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's check to see. Yeah, we're still live here on YouTube. Still live here. View stream on YouTube. There we go. I'm back in the chat. Hi, friends. Hi, people. Hi. Hi. You're on. Cool. Alrighty. So we're gonna go with Gemmy. Gemini. Got the burpees. I see you. So we're gonna, and then I'm gonna go live again later on today, and we're gonna do a full Venus retrograde reading for all signs. Venus retrograde. I'm not sure what time, so I'm just gonna rest and get my energies aligned so I could be able to pump that out, because that one's gonna be at least a couple hours. Okay. So look for that one coming up. If you click the notification bell, you will get notified of when I'm going live. We just kind of go quantum. Okay, let's go here. Cool. So Gemmy 5722. Gemini. Gemmy. What's going on with the sign of Gemini? Gemmy. Gemmy. Awakening here. Gemmy, your throat chakra. I need to get more sage. Almost out. We got Apollo here. Gemmy, before we start here, let me clear out your throat, because I'm feeling the communication links. Sacral throat. Yep. How you're embodying your truth, Jemmy. There we go. Sande Gumara de Rakashishira. Work with the energy of blue too. You out there, just gonna smudge your field, clearing out your multidimensional spaces, your multidimensional connections. Get that little Jerry burn. Clean, 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 clean. Oh, I want to listen to that song now. Okay. So there's a really good song, Gemini, and just for anyone watching, by Madeon. So Madeon. It's called Dream, or Dreams. Dreams. Oh, a lot of dream stuff coming through. Dream anchoring. I'm gonna listen to the song right now, actually. I think it's Dream, Dream, Dream. No, let's see. Check the library. It might be Dream, 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 Dream. Is it? You know, if they didn't have copyright things going on with YouTube, I would just play it right now super loud. But yeah, it's called Dream, Dream, Dream by Madeon. It's EDM dance. Really good song though. Jemmy. Jemmy. Wow. Okay, Gemini. So I want to state this. This is a little bit of it's just a reading. I don't want to attach polarity to it. The heart level, King of Cups. Okay. So King of Cups, there's, it's interesting. Last night I was doing a lot of dream work, a lot of astral work, a lot of cleanup work, and the King of Cups was presenting itself to me. It's interesting because I actually was having Dreamtime work with a Gemini, with an old Gemini that I used to be friends with, that used to be a friend of mine, teacher, way show, or whatever. Okay. So interesting that the King of Cups is showing up.
The King of Cups is what some would say is the immovable object, right? It's so firm in your knowing, especially with the rock elementals, right? So firm in your knowing, in your foundation, in your base, who you are, that the tides cannot shift you. The King of Cups to me last night was very much so not allowing reality to affect you, but your effect on reality. So it's got this energy of Neo in his mastery. Very much so Neo in his mastery, where you are the one that is affecting reality. That reality is no longer affecting you. Getting in the way is, or crossing the reading, is Four of Pentacles here. So we are looking at the energy of harmonizing. For some of you, you might be holding on a little bit too tight though, okay? So even though this is about mind, body, soul harmonizing with this King of Cups energy, or the mastery, Neo in his mastery, I do want to state, I feel like that for some of you, you're holding on a little bit too tight though. And I will state that because of what's coming up with the rest of the cards. You're holding on too tight, okay? At the energetic foundation level, you're looking at 10 of Swords. So you're looking at a complete obliteration of your support systems. So there's something that came through that's rebuilding your spinal column, rebuilding your central nervous system, rebuilding your support network. So some sort of support. There's either, this could be betrayal for some of you. Either way, there's some sort of support system that no longer serves, and that's being highlighted right now. In the past, quick communication came in. So there was either text messages, email, some sort of confidential letter came through. And I feel like this is what brought about this moment for you. At the message from other dimensional versions, walk away. Eight of Cups, walk away. But this is walk away with your head held high, not with your head held low. So sometimes with the Eight of Cups, it's kind of like a little bit of mourning, walking away sad. Walk away with your head held high, right? Whatever has been shown to you, whatever was communicated to you, Gemini, you have an effect on this reality, okay? I'm going to get real with you for a second, Gemini. You have an effect on this reality. You had an effect on this entire experience. And then a part of the ownership, the mastery, is why did I create this entire experience? It's crowning the reading. We're looking at Temperance. We're looking at the energy of Sagittarius, but we're looking at alchemy. So there is something that's a part of your natural maturation, right? So there is something about you coming into that most purified version of you, and a new pathway being illuminated. Once again, seeing through the eyes of the soul, right? Recognizing that this illumination point of the vision of you as the soul, light, higher self, fire heart, fire angelic in the alchemy right now is illuminating a new pathway for you. But the only way to get to this pathway is to put a toe in the water of the divine, right? So there is something in regards to emotionality, multidimensionality, and having a foot in two worlds, right? That is occurring here. With all this water energy on the journey, there's something about this could be astral journey or a psychic journey or a shamanic journey to discover what this route is or what has occurred for you, Gemini. So this could be astral travel. This could be shamanic journeying, death doula work. Either way, this could also be psychopomp work for some of you. There is some sort of there's a realm that you need to access, Gemini, and you're the only one that can access this. Okay. No one else can access this for you. I want to repeat that, Gemini. You access this. Okay. In the future, you're looking at Seven of Wands. You're taking the high road. So as a result, whatever truth you've embodied, right, you're having an effect on the reality. And I feel like you're shooing off other people's creations. So what's happening is I feel like everyone's kind of, this might be a collective pressure, or it might be an environmental pressure where things are pressing up into your field and you're having to kind of swat them back with your staff. This is the energy of thou shalt not pass. So you might be in your gatekeeping role, right? And having to keep things at bay, whatever it is. You're keeping some things at bay. And when I say Bay, Serapis Bay is coming up. So for some of you Geminis, Serapis Bay, work with Serapis Bay, especially Seraphim, something with Serapis Bay and the crystal white fire. So for some of you, you might be really, Serapis Bay might be an aspect of you. This might be associated with Serapis Bay. You might need to work with Serapis Bay and the white fire. I want to state that, especially with all this fire energy and all this angelic tonality. this could be some sort of purification that's occurring. And as a result, your reality is kicking up and you're having to swat away the old reality. Either way, there is some sort of interdimensional work and you're having an effect on the reality and you're trying to figure out how to harmonize and stabilize. But for some of you, though, too, you got to walk away from something. For some of you, Geminis, you're holding on too tightly to a version of you or to a reality or to a friend or to something. And whatever this communication was a trigger point of you walking away. And so you're kind of like, yeah, you're the immovable object, but we're also opening up for flow. And I feel like that your resistance right now to whatever this is, it's not offering up flow. And we need to get you into flow, Jemmy. We need you to swim. That's why the journeying energy is showing up. Because I feel like you're admitting defeat, but you're almost like staying collapsed and you need to rise up. It's about rising up, Gemini. It's not about staying collapsed. But yeah, in this now moment, it's okay to feel this because you are getting when there's a 10 of swords here, you're building a new network, right? Because we're honoring the cycles of creation. So when one support network falls, right, a new one rises. And so let's focus on the new here. Let's not focus on the old because once again, here we are. 7 of Wands, rising above. You are rising up. You are rising up, Gemini. You're rising up. But we need you to be a little bit more flowy as being be the immovable object. Please be the sturdy foundation, be the rock, be the multidimensional father, be that way shower, harmonize and stabilize it. But we need you also just open up a little bit. There's something about dissolving rigidity out of your life, especially in regards to betrayal, right? Put your foot down and say no more. But as a result, though, it's time to walk away from these betrayal energies or whatever keeps creating this betrayal energetic in your life, because it was something that came through. This could have been a Facebook post, could have been a news post, could have been an email, a text message, phone, something technology came through and it created this betrayal. But I also feel like Gemini, some of you, something crossed in the lines. So in the energetic field, there is some sort of distortion that came through. I don't feel like this is the purified energetic, hence why Serapis Bay came through. So Serapis Bay with the crystal white fire would speak of that there's some sort of distortion in the line that created this. So this truth might be a half truth. It might not even be a full truth. And as a result, once you purify fully, you're gonna cleanse the truth. For some of you, you're really good with communication networks and you need to clean up the lines of communication astrally because there's something getting caught in the lines of communication. And as a result, it's keeping you on the defenses a little bit, holding on like a little bit like, yeah, you're having to go Super Saiyan with some stuff right now. Does that make sense? So I feel like something in the lines of telepathy or something in the lines of communication is getting in the way. And so the crystal white fire will help in clearing up those astral lines. Okay. So let's look at mind, body, soul. My phone is, or my computer is about to not be here anymore. My computer is about to take a sleep. So I need to plug it in. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Yeah, and especially with this might be some like astral warfare dreamtime stuff that's going on with you, Gemini. I feel like I'm tuning into a psychopomp, especially with the Madeon dreams and what happened last night in dreamtime. I'm definitely connecting with someone who's doing some really big astral or etheric or dream work. Geese again squawking. So there's a flock. There's a tribal thing going on, especially with the geese and a connection to the animals again. Okay. But yeah, for some of you, this could have been, for some of you, it's etheric. For some of you, it is here in the physical that something occurred. Either way, there's, I'm hearing implant technology. So yeah, we're getting really weird, not weird, but we're going very etheric, very meta here. I feel like there's some sort of astral cleanup that's been going on. Either way, it's an important part of the freedom work that you've been doing. And it's just an important part of Sagittarius season. And it's also bringing something into moderation or balance in your own life. I feel like this could be something karmically, it's mission work. Either way, it's bringing balance and it's helping to mature not only yourself, but mature the collective. So remember, we're in that energy of ripening. Okay. So let's look at mind, body, soul, but body, mind, soul. So we're going to start with the body. What's going on at the body level for Gemini? Body. Ooh, feeling stuck. Feeling stuck in the body? Man, Jemmy. Mind. This could be isolation, though, too, from COVID. From the lockdowns, things like that. So at a mind level, awakening and on the prowl. Okay, at the mind level, you're awakening, and you're very much so in the energy of fight. Jemmy, wow, you're Jemmy. Okay, soul level. Damn, Gemini. I do not want to mess with Gemini right now. I would not want to cross paths with this Gemini right now. That's for sure. Ooh, at a soul level, Earth Goddess. Beautiful. I like that. So yeah, I feel like especially if you're in another country, right? I feel like you're being affected right now. So, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, there's a lot that's been going on with lockdowns. So I feel like you're feeling isolated, you're feeling locked down. Okay. Mind level, Judgment, Knight of Swords. I feel like this is starting to get to you. I feel like isolation and the frequencies of what's been happening with the lockdown is really getting to you. At a soul level, Queen of Wands, you're in your magic. You're in your Earth Goddess energy. So if you can get outside in nature, I feel like it'll help. Either way, there is some sort of soul journey or even a physical journey, especially with this 8 of Cups here. And now that we're seeing the energy of isolation, Gemini, you might need to go on a vacation. If you have an opportunity to, go get your passport, get everything in line. I feel like a vacation is very much so going to help you right now because it feels like you're caught up in something that you don't want to be caught up in, and it's creating a lot of fight for you. There is a renewal on the way if you choose to travel. And I know that with restrictions in other countries, like it could be easier here in the United States than it could be in other countries right now. I'm aware of that. Gemini, I feel like some sort of travel, even to a park or to nature or a town away, travel is going to be important for you right now. So this might not be a long distance travel. It might not be go clear the globe or like go over to Australia, or this could be going a few cities over, a few states over. I feel like some sort of medium to long distance journey will help you to separate yourself from whatever energy this is, even if it's like going and visiting some relatives, Gemini, going on an adventure, a synchronicity walk. Either way, make sure in this journey that it's with your head held high, because you're looking good in your magic at a soul level. But I really want you to break down this 8 of Swords and this 10 of Swords. Like, Gemini, I know it's important for your work of your restructuring and your realignment and the rebuilding of your support network, but there's this energy of you've been having to do this alone for a while, and I feel like just intuitively, I would tell this to anyone, it's time to partner up. Especially with King of Cups, the immovable object, it's got this isolative and having to do it alone journey. Like you might not have been able to trust people in the past. Hence why this 7 of Wands' energy is like you feel like you've always had to like keep others' creations away from you because they don't align with your creations. Whatever it is, it's time for you to find your support network. Time to find your support network, Demi. Okay, so Gemini, interesting. Wow. I love you, Gemini. Gemini. Let's go into angelic messages. So angels and ancestors, actually. Messages from angels and ancestors. What messages want to come forward for Gemini from the angelics and from the ancestors? So it is an angel guide deck, but there is some ancestral wisdom that wants to come through for you, Jenny. Interesting. So the song Miracle just came on, and it's like it says, so I'll come. And so I'll come. And isn't this life, but I don't know how, and so I'll come, so I'll come. That song Miracle by Maddie on, and it's like at this climax, and it's like I'll come, which is like the awakening that like, you know what, this journey is important to me. I need to go on this journey. I'll come. I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. Wow, this is like very climactic, multi-dimensional, Jemmy. Okay, what messages want to come through from the angelics and the ancestors for Gemini? Angelics and the ancestors. Yes. So 2 cards, yes, and take a step back. take a step back. Okay, so let's go into. Okay, so I actually just turned right to take a step back. Since yes came out first, I'm just gonna go with take a step back first. Okay, so there we go. This take a step back. Look at that. Your angels are guiding you to take a step back and reflect before proceeding further. There's an excitable and action-oriented energy around you at this time, but you are being encouraged to review the situation before making any moves. Remember that you are a sensitive being, and should the correct steps and intentions not be lined up, you could open yourself up to harsh energies or a situation that could be limiting to your growth. In order to have the best experience and a positive outcome, take some time now to meditate on your actions, intentions, visions, and goals. Call in your angels and invite them to guide you to make decisions that will be supportive of your expansion and highest good. It makes sense, especially with that Ten of Swords energy, that there's something that you've consciously been creating that has been creating this Ten of Swords energy. And it's like, it's time to uncreate it, essentially. And it's time to take the high road out of the situation. It's time for you to carve your own high vibrational pathway out of whatever that Ten of Swords energy is for you. But you know what's beautiful about the Ten of Swords? It is a completion. So what's said is said, is what's done is done. And now it's like, what is the journey forward? But it's this mindful journey forward and carving that high vibrational pathway out of it. Either way, Gemmy, I know how masterful Geminis are and how good they are on both sides of the coin. For the Geminis that I know, I feel like you're going to be able to do very good with this. Okay, so then we've got yes. Yes, yes, yes. The answer is yes. Proceed, go forth, achieve, enjoy, don't hold back. The time is now. Rise up, fly high, light up, express yourself, experience, share. The card is a huge thumbs up. If you are making a decision, the answer is yes. Go for it. This is a time for positivity, celebration, and progress. Angels are encouraging you to let in the light and enjoy it. All of your hard work is paying off. Any endeavors, projects, and opportunities before you now are getting the green light. If you've been holding off for the right time, the time is now, and you are being encouraged to take the next step. You're good to go. If you're feeling scared or worried, that's okay. Invite in help. Angels are there to guide you, and they want to be a part of your success. So relax and experience the joy that is unfolding for you now. Okay. So Gemini, you are getting a go window. You are getting a yes in movement forward, but there's this energy of mindful action. So it's not just like stepping into, because your mind might be like, let's go get them. Right? You're being asked to just kind of like woo-saw, Gemmy, woo-saw. You know how to carve that high vibrational pathway out of whatever situation it is, or whatever it is moving forward. You know how to carve that pathway that is aligned with your soul purpose, and you know how to align this, because you are the one that is having the effect on reality here. You are that multidimensional master. Okay. Step into your multidimensional mastery, but also take it slow. All right, Jemmy? Cool. Wow. And paired so perfectly, like that reading paired great with this Mad Eon album. So if you ever want to check it out, Mad Eon, Good Faith, amazing album. It just paired perfectly with this reading. Like everything was just syncing up beautifully. So whatever you're doing in Dreamtime, Jemmy, it's syncing up with the realities are syncing up, even though they're clashing. There might be some divide and some support stuff. You're syncing up beautifully. There's some sort of like orchestral design. What's the energy? No, not Black Sabbath. Stay away from Black Sabbath right now, because I'm in dance stuff. I'm in dance, EDM, techno. Gemini, there is what, I just lost it. What's the divine orchestration? And it has to do with alchemy. It's the creation of like the perfect pathway, the creation of the perfect timeline. It has to do with that golden. Let me check the chat. Someone can help me here. What is it? It's like, it's not prima materia. It's like that. It's that the number one play, like Hamlet has one. It's like the starring play. It's that everything comes together perfectly. It's that golden pathway. Can't think of what it's called. What is it? No, so it's not. It is a part of divine orchestration, but there's a term for it, and it's like. Blessings to you, Zanoni. Blessings to you. Yeah, there's something. Gosh. Oh, magnum opus. That's it. Magnum opus. So it is like Gemini. It is that creation of the magnum opus, right? Especially how everything was tied up. Like you in Dreamtime are syncing up to your magnum opus and the collective magnum opus. So the magnum opus is essentially like it's like the grand finale, right? But like not in some weird end of the world kind of a thing. Like it's essentially it's the golden pathway. And it is a part of the Philosopher's Stone. So magnum opus is a part of basically you go through your process of becoming the divine human. It is the Philosopher's Stone. Once you become the divine human, you take your organic alchemy and you create the magnum opus for yourself, and then others join you. So there's like an individual magnum opus and a collective magnum opus. So the collective magnum opus is what catches up once everyone steps into their magnum opus. So we need enough of an energetic effect because there's also like there's an organic magnum opus and there's a inorganic magnum opus. The inorganic magnum opus requires a lot of control and manipulation, which we see a lot of like chessboard, chess match kind of energetics. So the organic magnum opus is a grand celebration where all of our individual magnum opuses amplify the collective to create the collective magnum opus, right? So it is a part of the divine orchestration, but we need enough alchemists on board that have created their soul aligned vision or their magnum opus to ripple through the field to create the collective magnum opus. Thank you, Zanoni. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, magnum opus. Magnum opus. Very interesting reading for Gemini, but very, very cool. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So Zanoni, hello to you in the avatar. As the avatar with the avatar. To all of your multi-dimensional versions, hello. Feel weird. Yeah. Human interaction helps. Human interaction helps. And that was very much so coming through with the Gemini message, is that human interaction. Good. Okay, guys. So we are done with air signs. We're done with air signs. I'm going to come back later. We're at 10:33 my time. Beautiful time of ending. 10:33. We will be back later to do Venus in retrograde. Venus retrograde in Capricorn, December 19th. We might do Chiron in Aries going direct. Chiron going direct in Aries. Either way, we are going to do Venus as it aligns. I just need to go recharge my batteries and get my skin suit back up and running and get some food in my system. So we'll get some food in my belly. We'll be back whenever it aligns to do Venus retrograde in Capricorn. Thank you guys for your likes, shares, and subscribes. If you'd like to donate, there will be links in the description box. If you'd like to book a private session, all that stuff, all of the links of the network are going to be down below in the description box after this. And with that, I will see you guys soon with Venus retrograde energies. And then I believe tomorrow will be water signs. Okay. So I love you all. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, foundersoflight@gmail.com. We're working on aligning everything to the new name, Light Body Oracle. It does take time and it costs money, to like realign the entire vision to a new name. So like one choice ripples out and we have to bring everything into alignment as it does align. There is an Instagram account built now too. So if you go to the Light Body Oracle on Instagram, you can find me over on Instagram. There's a few people that's how they were able to communicate and contact with me. So you can go find me on Instagram, Light Body Oracle. We'll see how long the Instagram lasts because there's been a lot of, a lot of stuff going on with the internet. So I've been a little bit hesitant of creating social media pages with everything going on with, hackers and stuff like that and all the interesting stuff, especially being a tarot reader. It's been targeted more on tarot readers, but I'm saying F it. here we are. We're gonna just keep suiting up and showing up, and we're just gonna let the hackers be hackers and let them do their thing, and let let God handle that one. It's not in my hands. Okay. So I love you. Much love and respect to everyone out there. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Okay.